Okay, then that
All right,
requires.
welcome back, everybody, to the opening rants here. The Sports Star wants to apologize for our technical difficulties out of our control. It seems like people were butthurt over what we were saying. Oh well, the show goes along.
Yes, it
We are,
does.
we are objective. And my opening
Well,
rant
no,
goes like this.
sometimes we're objective thanks to Sean's ridiculous shrine behind us that gives away the
gosh.
non-objectivity on this show.
Shut up! That, you know what? That White Sox ring is something that is what maybe Buddhists
Yeah,
says out or something.
We kicked your ass to get there.
Yeah, but you know what? I hate to say, I've been thinking about saying this.
Sean, this is the reason, and I think I figured this out. This is the reason why you hate AJ Pierzynski so much, because of the home run he hit off of Matt Clement in Game 1.
You know what? I hate Snowman. If probably the boots is what happened, but you know what? If it did require a boot,
Hey,
I would get.
Did you see the record here, Sean? This is the White Sox record this year. Period.
I hate to say this, but
Josh,
since 5.
Sean, shut up. That 99 will become 100. I changed my prediction. That 99 will become 100.
Okay.
Right.
When you know it, hey, Sean, this is for you. And when you know it, in 2005, we finished with 99 regular season wins. That 100th win just happened to come off of Matt Clement and the Boston Red Sox in Game 1 of the division.
I hate.
Let's get to our opening
I'll
rant.
get there first.
Josh out a little bit, and Josh is going to go first on our opening rant. Go for it.
My rant is on my lovely city of Chicago.
It is lovely.
Victim.
I went to go see the Barbershop movie.
Mm-hmm.
Barbershop 3, the next in which you guys can go check it out in theaters. It's really good. I think it's probably the best one out of the 3, to be honest with you, because of the story behind it. And they touched on the violence in the city of Chicago, you know. For those that don't know, I got accepted to the Berklee College of Music in 2012, and I was supposed to go to Boston, but unfortunately, due to financial things and family stuff out of my control, I couldn't go to Boston. There's other school that I was interested in going to that in broadcasting called Full Sail University in Florida that I wanted to go to.
Right.
Same thing happened there. And as the years going by, I've seen that the violence has gotten worse and worse year, month, week, day. The violence gets higher and higher and higher. We had the Laquan McDonald thing that happened a few months ago that was just absolutely embarrassing for the entire city, that got national coverage over it, where a cop actually killed the kid purposely on camera. And I've had enough of it. I put a rant on my Snapchat last night where I said that it's not a necessity for me to live here anymore. I don't want to risk my life and my future over the fact that cowards and parents don't have the balls to raise their kids the right way.
Amen to
and
that.
resort to violence.
Yes.
I'm not going to risk my life because cowards can't fight on their own with their fists. They got to rely on fucking guns that they steal from Indiana and other places. It's bullshit, and I've had enough of it. It's embarrassing when your city is called Chirac, that it's considered the Iraq inside the United States. It's effing embarrassing. And it's not just on the south side. It's where I live here in the west side by Humboldt Park. It happens out there in the north side. It's a whole city thing.
Uh-oh.
I have to. Oh no! But I
Yeah,
have
come
to,
on. We got to hear the glowy hump here.
I'm just going to say I have to agree with what Josh has to say. Our world and our country is not safe these days with all the bad shootings that we got going on. I feel bad that Chicago is having to deal with these every day. We're just gangs or whatever. It just shows how sad our society is. You know, and like I said, ever since 9/11, I really think a lot of it had to do with so much change.
Let me back up Josh's statement when he says he felt the need not to live there anymore. That's why I got the hell out in 2007. You know, that's why I got out, because I couldn't stand it anymore.
Right.
Even then, and what really drove the point home for me was me losing my dad.
Yes.
The day that I lost my dad in 2007 in Chicago, in the house where I grew up, was the last straw. Because I've lost so many people on the South Side that I grew up with, and we had so many dreams together. And I know you guys have gone through this. You have friends that you grew up with, and you tell your dreams to each other. You can't even do that anymore. You can't even do that to the kids. When I lost my dad, that was it. I love my mom dearly, but I had to get the hell out. I had to find my own path.
I'm just going to say this.
Go ahead.
No, Glory Hump, this is your opening rant. You speak. You had some problems. Go ahead and speak. This is your opening rant.
Josh.
My second part to this is the fact that I was watching the news last night, and we had a car chase that went from Lombard, which is a suburb of Chicago, a 5-car chase against one car, and went from the suburbs all the way past the United Center of the city yesterday. Last night, actually, to be honest with you. This car out-dodges, makes turns, and escapes away from 6 cop cars for an hour and a half. How embarrassing is that? You got trained professionals trying to protect our city. You got a Nimrod running the streets, knocking into cars, breaking signs. He's causing pure utter chaos. And it takes an hour and a half to track down one guy with 6 cars behind him.
All right, let me get into your opening rant here.
This is not broad daylight where you can just jog and, we'll just follow you along where you want to go, like the OJ thing. This is late at night when people are on their way home and they got to deal with a jackass running away, and these cops can't even stop somebody, man. Chicago, get your shit together, man.
All right, let me just say this. This can maybe be my opening rant because I want to intertwine it with what you're speaking about, Glory Hump. And and listen, my apologies here if I'm going to make it political, but I just want to say one thing, and maybe this is political, but I'll just leave it at that. Mm-hmm. In the end, it's not the guns that kill. It's the people that kill. When it comes to guns, people have the mindset to use those guns. So I don't want to hear any of this garbage. Well, guns kill. People kill because they have the mindset to operate the guns. And if you don't like it, don't protest this gun shop. Go to Washington, go to the Capitol, because that's where the Constitution is. It states the right to bear arms. So let me just hold on, Sean. Listen, I did watch the news last night, Glory Hump, and unfortunately, I watch it constantly. I watch Chicago news constantly. Unfortunately, I did have to hear about a nice young man that was killed on the South Side in the Washington Township area. Because of gang crossfire. This guy was an avid churchgoer. He brought his friends to church. So there's innocent people being killed here, and my heart goes out to those family members of those that were killed. But you know what? Chicago does have a serious problem that unfortunately it's not doing enough to solve. And you know what? It's about time that Chicago wakes up and solves this problem. I'll admit it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to happen overnight, but nobody's making strides. There's got to be better strides. I dropped the mic.
I was just going to say, though, Frank, and it was really, really sad, like I'm talking with one of my friends, and she was just telling me how bad all the shootings have been with the guns and stuff too. And I know this is a sports show. We keep it fun. We're all family. We all care about each other. But I was saying, the worst part I feel sad about with all the shootings that we've had in this country is seeing the life of innocent children being taken. I was saying, now it just feels bad because think about it. We have to even protect our children. It's like, because when Newtown, Connecticut happened, I'll never forget how much I broke down, and I was so sad like everybody else was, because you saw it was really tragic when you saw innocent children get shot and killed by a really crazy, crazy individual who was just nuts. And now you have to realize that, and I'll tell you one thing, like Frank said and Josh says, if you're upset about the way the guns are right now, go to Washington and maybe go see the NRA.
Yes,
I will remember
Capitol Hill.
I will remember a week after Newtown happened, there were like 2 people that yelled and protested, and they said stuff, and it goes like this: "You're killing our children. Do something about this. This is not right that you were seeing our children getting shot and killed by evil men and evil people." And it's true. It's really, really sad. I don't know what, last night I was visiting with a friend of mine who took me back east last year, and she told me, I don't know, Sean, what the hell's going on with our country and our world. And I said, you know what? It's a real crazy and really, really unsafe world.
Yeah, and you know what the worst part about this, Sean, is the fact that there's so many people. I know people always say, "Oh, this society is always filled with negative people or whatever," but there is people that are out there that want to do something in a positive reason and for the right reasons.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, whether it's broadcasting or whatever, there's people that want to live their dreams and have a good life because, as everybody says, tomorrow's not guaranteed.
That's right. You better believe it.
The worst part about this is you got people who want to live life in the right manner, but have to have their life dictated and their cause of death by cowards who have no self-respect for themselves. Who gives you the right to dictate how long I'm supposed to live? I don't give two fucks about any games. I don't. If that offends you, I can give two fucks, to be honest with you.
Let me piggyback on that, Josh. Justin made a great point in the chat room when he said watching the news is depressing, and although CNN and Fox News only care about ratings and the horrific events that occur, the media is also a problem. They're absolutely right with that. Let me piggyback on Josh's point, and let me get into my opening rant. You know what also dictates a problem in this country? When people that have negative attitudes are allowed to control the minds and the hearts and the souls of others with what they say. I am a very big proportion of this because I've been going through it since March 3rd. Some bitch that's trying to slander me said something to me that has not only lit a fire under me, but also has made me even more determined to make sure home is taken care of before I drag this sumbitch into court by his ankles. What he said to me was this: y'all know my beautiful daughter Donna, and how much I talk about her, and how she's passed and everything. I made it a point immediately to say that physically Donna was not mine, but the day she was born, March 6th of 2013, she became mine because I saw that pretty little girl being born to Liz and myself. That sumbitch said to me, and I quote, quit talking about a dead kid that wasn't yours. You know what, you stupid motherfucker? You'll never experience the pleasure that I had on March 6th of 2013 when Donna was born because your attitude is so far up your ass.
That was cruel. A dead kid a dead kid? I don't care if it isn't yours. A dead kid? That is cruel.
There is so much talk in this country about men not stepping up to be fathers.
Amen.
And it's bullshit because there are men that want to step up and be fathers, but no one wants to talk about the fact that they had those rights stripped from them because of the people that are involved that don't want to see these men be fathers. How do I know this? I went through it. When Donna was born in March of 2013, Liz and I were already making plans, getting a bigger place, getting everything done, me moving to Indy and operating my business from Indy and from Chicago. But Liz's family stuck their nose in our business, looked at me, oh, he's not suitable. How the fuck do you know if I'm suitable or not when you don't take the time to get to know me? And one of Liz's uncles is a straight up fucking coward because the sumbitch wouldn't even shake my hand a few weeks after Donna was born. You disrespectful sumbitch. That's not how you greet your niece. That's not how you greet the father of said niece. And that's not how you greet a man. You are not a man for not shaking my hand because I am and was the father of Donna. I was the first to see her born. I was the first to see her take her first breath. I was the first to help feed her when Liz was there in the hospital with her. I stayed with Liz when none of you motherfuckers wanted to. All y'all wanted to see was me go. All right? Well, you got your fucking wish. But you know who suffered in all of this? Not only did Liz suffer, not only did I suffer, but Donna suffered as well. Y'all wanted to keep Donna within your family and shut me out. And Liz wouldn't let that happen. So what did you do? You took the communication by the hand and shoved me out of the picture. Well, you know what, you stupid sons of bitches? I was never out of the picture because I have memories of Donna with me from the pictures from the time she was sitting in my hand when I fell asleep and this beautiful little girl fell asleep on my shoulder. You were never around when I was taking care of Donna, going back and forth to Chicago, covering Roosevelt University. You know what Liz would always say to me? We can't wait until you come home to us. And she was speaking for her and for Donna. And come home to them, I did. You know what you stupid motherfuckers did? And I take this to her sister as well. Her sister didn't have the balls to know me. She already had her family. She already had her shit together. Liz was trying to get her shit together, and I was going to be there to help her. But no, y'all had to step in and stick your nose in our business. Well, you know what? Save Liz. I hope every one of you motherfuckers have karma come back and bite you in the fucking ass for sticking your nose somewhere where it doesn't belong. Oh, and to you, you stupid motherfucker that's trying to straddle, that's trying to soil my name and soil my company's name and try to soil it and try to turn everybody against me, including Josh. Your motherfucking ass is fried this summer. You have no nuts to face me. You have no nuts to call me. You absolutely have no nuts to apologize to me for the slanderous bullshit that you said, and you never will. Why? Because you are a coward. I'm using a word against you that applies to you and not to me. You are a coward, Del Yates, you stupid motherfucker. You are a fucking coward. I tried to call you a couple of times and you wouldn't answer. I tried to email you a couple of times and you wouldn't answer. You don't have the balls to face me. And to Liz's family, y'all didn't have the balls to get to know me. So fuck all of y'all, and Del Yates, your ass is fried when I take you to court. And I will take you to court. I'm busy taking care of home first, okay? You can say whatever the fuck you want to say, but when you put down my daughter, when you put down my father, you have pissed me off.
Amen.
And so many times you have said, oh, your father would be so disappointed in you. No, he'd be disappointed in me because I didn't fry your ass earlier in court, you stupid son of a bitch. I'm just taking my time and doing what he told me to do. Make sure home is taken care of first. What good would it be for me to take your ass to court right now and I can't take care of bills here at home? Fuck you and that shit. I plan to have home taken care of first. Every time I would cry about my father on the air, you dumb son of a bitch, would say something to the tune of, oh, stop talking. Your father's disappointed in you. If my father was here, he put a foot so far up your ass and mine would follow, you'd be shitting out Nikes and shitting out a size 15 at the same time. You are a coward, Del Yates. You are a fucking coward. You're stupid, you're dumb, you're crazy. And I hope to God that after I get done frying your ass in court, that it occurs on my birthday. Because it's going to be one hell of a birthday present for me, and I'm going to dedicate that victory with all the evidence that I have against you just in the past couple of months alone. I'm going to dedicate that victory to my daughter. And I'm done.
Amen.
I think though too, you know, it's just like what we've learned ever since we started on the 29th. Like I said, for my opening rant, I have to say first off, the Cavaqueers suck. I'm so sick and tired of them always praising them. The thing I also have to say is that we've had some really good things to get off our chest about the shootings, how much of a joke social media is and stuff too. And I also think too, it's just that people are kind of got anxiety and are kind of nervous because here's the situation that even though this is a sports show, Josh, okay, just let me say this. It's also a critical time because this year is an election year. And with it being a presidential election year, people are wondering what will end up happening because it's Obama's last year. Who does the country want to have? And everybody's thinking about that. My answer is I don't really care. I won't care until we get to about the conventions or the debates. That's when it'll really, really pick up steam in the long run. But all I'm saying is that it's like the movie. It was a classic comedy that I always enjoy watching it was a 1963 movie that had Milton Berle and Spencer Tracy, Mickey Rooney, Buddy Hackett, Ethel Merman. It was a great cast. It's a mad, 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 mad world. And I'm saying it really is. It really, when you look at it, gentlemen, it really is a mad world. It's just really sad how, you know, it really irks me and pisses me off the most? How people make issues out of little things. I mean, why make things? You know, stop making such a goddamn thing into a big thing. Thank you. You're welcome, Frank. Stop making such a goddamn thing like a little thing into a big thing. Stop playing your guilt cards with somebody. Stop trying to control people. Because people, yeah, exactly. People don't need to be controlled, and quit your bitching and focus on your life. Focus on yourself. Get a life. Yeah, exactly.
Grow up, people. We don't have time for being babies.
There's a great picture of her right there. Yep.
Amen. God bless you, Snowman. I mean, really.
Yeah, exactly,
Snowman,
Josh. I mean, look at what you have to deal with. You feel really bad because people bitch about the entertainment of wrestling, and you're so sick of that on social media. Look at what you have to deal with. You know?
But
I have one thing to add to this.
Okay.
I have one thing to add to this. You know, I have a friend of mine. I'm not going to go into the full story because I think some things do deserve to be private.
And we got to bash Skip at some point.
Yes. And by the way, after I'm done with this, I'm going to say some rapid fire things. Unfortunately, I had a debate planned today between me and Sean, and unfortunately, that's not going to happen today because
maybe we'll save it for tomorrow.
Yeah, let's tease it for tomorrow.
You know what I love though? The fact that today all of us had something that was burning within us. I'd say since February 29th, and we got it all out.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Sometimes it feels really good to get things off your chest. You know, like if your family is irking you off, you got to go maybe and vent with your real close friends. And you're just because you get irked when your family even pushes you to the brink. It's like, you hate it.
Yeah, I got a friend of mine who is dealing with some really bad stuff right now. Like this stuff with him going back and forth to the hospital, bringing his dad to the hospital. There's a lot of bad stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
And his wife from his wife's family, like in Brian's case, gives him a lot of crap because he's an atheist. So that's his choice. People have the right to whatever they want to believe in. I'm not going to judge somebody for that. You gotta do what you gotta do to make yourself happy. But unfortunately, his wife's family has gone after him, calling him a bastard, calling their child a bastard, or him not being Catholic, and it's really been fucked up, man. The fact that you gotta go after somebody over what religion or lack of religion they have it's BS. This guy prides himself on being a good man, be a good father. You know, he had to sacrifice so much during this time where he's had this kid, and for what? And for what? It's so the White family could call child services on on the guy because technically the dad and the mom's not married by church or whatever. It's bullshit, man.
You know, whatever happened to the days, like, and Frank and Snowman, for me, growing up in the 90s were just the happiest and peaceful times. But ever since, the 21st, when 9/11 happened, everything changed after that. And we now went into the world of where it was full of anger. And that's the way our world is. It's really, really sad.
Let's go ahead, Snowman.
Here's what I say, and I continue to say it, and it's so true. If you want to identify a year where everything began to flip, go back to 1995 and think of how, and as trivial as this is, a lot of people will think this is trivial. I want you to think very carefully about how television began to change in 1995.
Yeah, go ahead.
The first thing that was eliminated television-wise was something we love watching, a situation comedy. All the situation comedies beginning in 1995 were slowly phased out. What's in its place now? Fucking reality shows.
Yes, amen. Those shows blow. Reality shows. Hold on, Snowman. Reality shows have ruined television. Have ruined it. Well, they have.
Hey, I got a couple things to say before we go to On This Day. This is bringing the comedy back into this thing.
Yes,
RG3.
please.
If you have any chance of being successful in Cleveland, you, my friend, are out of mind. You may be higher than Johnny Manziel right now to actually think the Cleveland Browns are going to be successful this season. Give me a break, bro. Secondly, I'm calling this NBA playoffs the NBA predetermined playoffs. I don't know if anybody's going to join me with that because this thing is utterly boring.
Hey, I've been working too much. I haven't had a chance to really see much of the playoffs.
Like I said, when the Celtics got booted out last Thursday, that was it. I said, that's it. Boycotting the rest. I don't care. As long as Cleveland, Shitland doesn't win a goddamn NBA championship, I'm fine with it. And Cleveland won't, because we all know in the end they're going to get destroyed by Golden State in the NBA Finals, or they're going to get destroyed by San Antonio in the NBA Finals.
Right.
Anyways.
I agree with Josh. And when I first started watching the NBA, I was the biggest supporter of the NBA because of the players that were in that golden era. But for me, what changed it, even with the Sacramento Lakers series from 2002, which was fixed, and I hate saying this, after 1998, when Jordan hung them up after he beat Utah and broke their hearts, that I kind of pulled away.
For me, I started pulling away after the Lakers' 3 championships of the early 2000s. That's for me when the NBA changed.
Frank, you hit it right there, buddy, because look at it this way. That night, June of 2002, was a sad night for the NBA because it was right after, I hate to say this, LA swept the Nets. Okay, so that quickly ended it. And then they showed all the memories of the NBA on NBC. One of my other friends who lives down in Texas, who I have on Bookface, he was telling me this is arguably, Sean, the softest era of the NBA. I mean, where are the rivalries? Where are the competition?
Yeah, you know, I remember. I got to tell you, I remember that monologue.
Y'all listen for a minute. Let me bring back a little memory.
Yes. I got to say something about that. Snowman, you know what? I got to tell you, for me, having grown up in the 80s and the 90s, of course, that was the 90s. To me, that was the soundtrack of June when the Bulls were in the NBA Finals.
That was.
The soundtrack of June. The soundtrack of June.
Hey, the NBA is as soft as pillows, period, right now.
If I may make a dedication, the NBA is and Donna, I know you're going to love this one because I can hear you laugh in my ear already. The NBA is about as soft as my daughter's first pillow the day after she was born, after the day Liz and I brought her home. All right? That's how soft the NBA is. I mean, my daughter, look. I was living in India at the time. I mentioned the Indiana Pacers, and my daughter would smile. I mentioned the Chicago Bulls, and my daughter would smile. Hell, I even got my daughter liking the Golden State Warriors because I was paying attention. I was beginning to pay attention to them. I mention any other team, and she'll be on the verge of tears. That's how soft the NBA is, man.
Snowman and Frank, question for you both.
Sure.
My question is, when the NBA on CBS ended in 1990, were you both kind of sad that it left CBS because you were thinking of great memories there too? And then when it went to NBC,
I was kind of sad, and I was in college at the time, so I couldn't really fully grasp the transition from CBS to NBC. Y'all stupid.
I'll be honest. Let me ask you this, Sean. I'll ask you a question. Oh, gosh.
Sorry. Frank, leave the chat room, please.
No, let me ask you, Sean, I'll be honest. This was 1990. I was 9 years old. I followed the NBA. I really didn't think much about the broadcast network change at the time. And understand, it really wasn't a big deal looking back at it now because CBS and NBC of the 80s and 90s represent the best era of the NBA. So you know what? It was actually, you know what it was, guys? It was when CBS had and TBS had the rights, and then NBC, TBS, and TNT. When they had the broadcasting rights to the NBA in the 80s and 90s and into the early 2000s, that was the golden era of the NBA.
It was phenomenal.
It was phenomenal.
I have to be a little biased. I have to be a little biased here.
Oh, I thought there was some objectivity on this program.
But I have to say,
objectivity, my ass. Okay. Let me borrow Josh's phrase, and Sean, I know you're gonna get a kick out of this. Objectivity when it comes to the NBA presentation, scratch my fucking ass. All right.
I was just saying though that probably I know you're kidding, Justin, but I have to say though too that in 2008 when Boston and LA played, okay, that was great in the NBA because basketball was dealing with the Tim Donaghy situation with him, the gambling.
Right.
David Stern's popularity wasn't. Yeah, David Stern's popularity was not very, very big. But when Boston and LA played, I thought it was the best thing because I was like, I finally get a taste of this rivalry because I'd studied the 80s and about how great that was. Right now, of course, remember the 80s documentary, they talked about how NBA on CBS was so popular, Frank, and we've talked about it.
Yes.
And
So
then,
was NBC.
and then that rivalry went all the way back. The rivalry went all the way back to the decade of the 60s when Boston and LA.
Yes.
That was the best thing. I loved it. And when the Celtics won, I loved it even more.
Yeah, but
You
here's
know,
the thing: the NBA superstars, Sean, they really became household names starting with the 1980s. That's really when people were starting to talk more about how great the National Basketball Association was. And you know what? I'll be honest: it was Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, and then Michael Jordan came in 1984. Those guys, and now there were more superstars. You had Dominique Wilkins, you had Patrick Ewing, guys that really made the NBA mainstream.
You know, and another thing, but we'll close off with this because we got to get to this day in sports history. If it wasn't for Bird and Magic, the NBA would not be around today. Yeah, because think about the – and you know what? I'm thinking real quickly that this decade is like the 70s. I'm pretty sure television ratings are going so low for the NBA because it's not as big as it used to be. That's why I close off with.
Yeah, I just want to close out with one thing. It used to be Michael Jordan versus Dominique Wilkins, and every one of those games was it. Snowman, did it seem that every one of the Bulls-Hawks games, whenever it was Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins, used to air on TBS?
Oh yeah. And if it wasn't, then it was a simulcast between TBS and Sports Vision at the time.
Yes, it was. I would flip between the two channels actually, and you know what? That was great basketball because you want to know why? Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins. They had tremendous respect for each other, and they knew the
same way that Magic and Bird had respect for each other with their rivalry. The same with Dominique Wilkins and Michael Jordan and their rivalry. We got to get to On This Day in Sports History.
Let's get there.
And I got a theme playing right now in the background. I know Sean will recognize. So Josh, take it away.
Oh God, bless America.
I did want to say something real quick that I did mention earlier in the chat room. The NBA is as soft as Pablo Sandoval's digestive system.
Oh, jeez! You're talking about the panda.
Hey,
yes, I'm talking about the panda.
This current version of the NBA is about as soft as Pablo Sandoval's stomach. All right.
All right. On this day, 1904.
One more Sandoval joke. The NBA in its current form is about as soft as Pablo Sandoval's play at third base.
Ooh, wow.
Sean, you got
or Tony Romo grabbing the ball. Okay, anyways.
All right, let's go.
On this day, 1904, the third perfect game of Major League Baseball history is thrown by Cy Young against the formerly known Philadelphia Athletics. Hey, what happened to the Supersonics? What happened to the Philadelphia Athletics?
West.
On this day, 1922, a contract was awarded to the New York's White Construction Company for construction of Yankee Stadium #1. Sorry, Sean. On this day, 1925, Everett Scott of the Yankees ended his game played streak of 1,307 games. Yikes, that's a lot. On this day, 1956, Jim Bailey became the first runner to break the 4-minute mile in the U.S. He was clocked at 3 minutes, 58.5 seconds. Yeah, yippee. On this day, 1966, Willie Mays broke the National League record for home runs when he hit his 512th home run. That's cool. On this day, 1978, Pete Rose hit his 3,000th Major League Baseball hit. How about that, Frank? That one's for you, buddy.
Yes, you know what? Piro's one of my favorite players, should be in the game. Why is D. Gordon still allowed to come back after 80 games?
Oh, we got two. This second to last one's going to make Sean pissed. Anyways, on this day, 1989 in Albany, New York, Mike Tyson got his second speeding ticket for drag racing.
That's his fault.
And on this day, 1995, the last game was played at Boston Garden. The Orlando Magic beat the Boston 1996.
I was 8 years old, and when the Garden was torn down, that was a sad day. It really was, because I was 8. That place had all that. Oh, it had a lot of history to it. I miss the Garden. I do. I miss it.
By the way, the next to last loss for the Celtics in Boston Garden at the hands of the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, man.
I think I watched that game.
By the way.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Josh.
On this day, 2004, it was announced that Spider-Man 2 ads would appear on bases in Major League Baseball games during games from June 11th to June 13th. You guys remember that?
Yeah, I do. They were on top of the base pads. I do remember that. I forgot. Thanks for refreshing my memory.
Spider-Man. Hey, let's give out some birthday shout-outs before we go to the bash shower. I always like to give some shout-outs. Happy birthday to Adele. She turned 28, the pop singer. Happy birthday to a lot of grown man's crush in the 90s, Danielle Fishel. I forgot what show she was on. Fuck me. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. Happy birthday to Henry Cavill, who plays Superman in the Batman vs Superman movies. Pretty cool. Humana. Oh, happy birthday to another bad journalist, as we're going to talk about one in a couple of minutes. Brian Williams. He turned 57 today. For those who remember Brian Williams from the NBC Nightly Report or whatever. Yeah, that guy is horrible.
Not phenomenal.
No. Sorry, Mr. Kaplan. No, he's not phenomenal.
That's terrible.
Breaking news from Ronnie Master Frank Vogel out as coach of the Indiana Pacers.
Oh, we were waiting for this decision.
Frank Vogel.
You know what? I have to say though, with this because we got to get to the bash hour, that was expected with Frank Vogel. There was a lot of speculation from Larry Bird if he would be coming back. Larry Bird said it was very, very unlikely. So now Vogel is out, and now the Pacers are searching for a new head coach. Any ideas about who a new head coach could be for Indiana before we get to the bash hour?
It's not Larry Bird.
David Blatt.
No, not Larry Bird, but
how about this one? Vinny Del Negro.
I think he wants to get back into coaching. How about David Blatt?
David Blatt?
Here's a suggestion: George Karl.
Yes, I was thinking about that too.
I was thinking about George Karl, but let me ask you: would he want to continue coaching? Does he want to retire? Maybe do analyst work?
Wait a minute. You know something? George Karl, to me, is identified with one team and one team only. That team, Seattle Supersonics.
Very unlikely, Justin. I don't see Roy Williams coming out of North Carolina to coach Indiana. I don't see that.
By the way, I love the GIF I added on today's show for the Twitter post that I usually sent to Frank and Shaw before we go on there. The GIF picture we used today on the Sports Drive was the David Tyree Super Bowl 42 catch against the Patriots.
I love it.
One of the worst
nights
of my life.
All right, Sean, take it away. We got some bashing.
All right, we got to get going here because it's 5 after the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the guy with the shocks is here. Frank is back. And, of course, we got Snowman with his items up for bid, having to listen to this idiot's ridiculous crap. Me too. And, of course, the person who has to read every night the crap that this guy says. It is, of course, the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour, brought to you by the Arena Sports Network.
It is time for the Skippy Bayless Bash. Skip Bayless talks crap all day long. And now it's our turn. We all know Bayless is a moron, but now the real stars fight back.
One more time!
Yeah, some people just listen to us.
It is time for the Skippy Bayless Bash. Skip Bayless talks crap all day long, and now it is our turn. We all know Bayless is a moron, but now the real stars fight back.
Let me take care of a little business. Ever since I heard that theme last year, I can't get that fucking song out of my head, and I don't know why.
It's
the
not.
Skippy Bayless Bash.
No, I was going to say.
Skippy Bayless Bash Hour this morning is brought to you by Crafts Construction, official sponsor of Calumet Warrior Baseball and programming on Arena Sports Net. Crafts Construction, your home improvement specialist since 1927. Visit them at Craftsman, KRAZMAN.com. Also brought to you by Dickey's Barbecue of Valparaiso, 2310 LaPorte Avenue, Suite 500 in Valparaiso. Catering and event, visit Dickey's Barbecue for more information. And our programming and content on Arena Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Cleaver Supplements, pure supplement for when genetics are just not enough. Endorsed by a snowman and endorsed by Arena Sportsnet. Cleaver Supplements. Visit them online at Cleaver, KLIEWER supplements.com, and follow them on Twitter at Cleaver Subs. And we'll have a baseball game today. It's the Hebron Hawks taking on the Rensselaer Bombers beginning today at 4:45. Note the start time, 4:45. 4:30 is our pregame show. The pregame show will be presented by Russ's Print Shop of Hebron. Visit them online at russprintshop.com. And also today's game and our programming presented in part by Susie's Diner of Hebron, 407 Main Street in Hebron, Indiana. Susie's Diner, home of some of the best doggone biscuits and gravy you'll ever had. And I endorse them both because the Snowman's had them. And this biscuits our sponsor reads out of the way. And I'll ask the question, how many miles do we have today?
Yes, how many?
Oh, no. Y'all see that reaction, right? Oh, no.
Oh, no, it's right.
It's not only that, it's for what I had to jot down last night before I went to bed. So that's a fair warning to all three of you.
Oh, God.
I wanted to say this really quick. You know, it's not the sports drive unless we played that Skippy Bayless theme song right there. I'm sorry. It's not
That's
the
right.
sports drive without
We got it. Yeah, we got
it. It's a staple of the show.
Well, if you notice my reaction, my hand is on my forehead because I'm like, oh,
Here we go.
Get ready for the mize.
Anybody got a drum roll, please?
I got shocked.
Today, ladies and germs, we have 30 miles.
Oh, no! Geez.
That's a record. Dude,
Oh,
that's a record.
30? Wait a minute. Wait, hold up. Time out. He says, hold the phone, stop. Penalty flag on the field, technical foul on the court. 30?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Come on. Yeah,
Did you
no,
miscount?
yeah, no idea how upset I
Did you
was.
miscount? Did you miscount, dude?
I'm looking
No.
at the Excel sheet I'm using right now, the bash articles that I made last night.
You're an idiot. You
Oh,
miscount.
God.
Browning says,
I did not miscount.
I did.
Okay. All right. I got my sounds ready. I got my items up for bid ready. Take it over. Oh God, Frank's gone already. Frank's gone already.
No video.
Lord.
I have one video that I'm going to play, though. I have one video.
Save it for the end of the bash hour.
Play it.
We got
Okay,
a
let's
lot
go.
to
Yeah,
get
let's go.
through.
By the way, do we have any wrestling ones today?
We have 10 wrestling
All
quotes.
right, so they ain't all mine. Okay, go ahead.
2 records broken. Number of miles and number of wrestling quotes in one sitting. Oh, Jesus.
Let's start off with the wrestling quotes first.
I am laughing so hard because of Snowman's reaction. He's, what? Your reaction right there. Yes.
All right, Josh, take it away.
Mm-hmm. Me. Skippy Bayless said that he's a better businessman than Vince McMahon.
Wait a minute, you didn't start off a my quote. That's pretty odd.
Gosh, wow. Oh, my goodness.
I gotta balance these quotes out, man. I'm just the messenger.
Yeah, you're the messenger of ill will. That's what you are.
Yes, I am.
Better than Vince McMahon. Snowman, you got an opinion on that one?
Hey, Sean's not even a big wrestling fan, and he knows Vince is a better businessman than Skip Bayless.
Yeah,
Come on.
he's right there. You know what? You're right.
I have two responses for that.
Okay,
Here's
what's
the
the first
first
one?
And here's the second one.
Hey, thank you.
We're gonna keep this train moving.
All right, first my 29 left to go.
Oh God, help us all.
Oh,
I may not survive. Go ahead.
Skippy Bayless said that mine.
Oh jeez.
Here we go.
I hope.
My Los Angeles Lakers should sign Charles Barkley as the next head coach.
Why?
That's horrible.
All right. All right. My response is very simple. And you guys know this sentence very well. That's some grade A homogenized Holstein bullshit. That's bullshit.
That is
There's Charles Barkley coach a team like that. Oh my God.
Charles Barkley, the next coach of the Lakers. Frank, what do you think about that?
You want to know what I think about that? Here, I'll tell you what I think about that. Here's what I think about that.
Oh no.
No videos. I'm the one playing videos here today. Nimrod.
All right.
I'm not going to play. Hey, listen.
Wait, just a moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Skip Bayless. I just have the following response.
Stay off the weed.
By the way, I want to assure you, Glory Hump, I will not play a video. I will assure you that.
Okay, here we go.
Our next one.
And I'll give him one of these. All right.
Browning, I'm sorry for this.
Oh, no.
The next quote goes like this. Let me in.
No. I'll leave.
Now, please. All right, here we go.
Here comes Browning.
Skippy Bayless. We're gonna bring in. Hey, by the way, Brownie, that's a great logo. I gotta give you credit for that. That's an amazing logo.
I love it.
Oh, Mr. McLean, look at that bald head.
Well, you know what? We may want him in if Sean, if there's a Boston my here or something like that.
Mr. Clean. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Clean?
I'm doing pretty good. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Brownie? Okay, what's the one you have for Brownie? Because I got the feeling he won't be the only one that will react.
I agree with Justin. It is a better haircut than Walmart. All right, here we go.
Go ahead.
Skippy Bale said that mine.
Oh, boy.
My Philadelphia Eagles will have the first pick in the 2017 NFL Draft.
Boy, that means the NFC East is going to be bad this year.
It's already a terrible division as it is. Go ahead, bro.
Skip, you're stupid.
Anything else?
No.
Oh, that's it? All right, Brownie. Back to the chat room.
Browning's been banished. Oh, wait. I have an effective response. If that is the case,
Justin.
Browning, I hope you hear this. If that is the case, then I don't think I'm trying to find it. We won't hear the following song.
All right. Justin. Hey, Snowman, hold it up there. Hey, Justin, send out the show and tag Skip Bayless in it. Put like a dot at real Skip Bayless bash hour going on right now.
No.
Do it now, please.
So Browning, the Eagles won't have a good year this year down in Philadelphia land.
Oh, God.
Apparently they won't.
All right, next one. This one should be a doozy. This one's for the Snowman.
Oh.
I'm going to shut up.
Me. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Skippy Bayless said that Rolando McClain is a better linebacker than Patrick Willis.
Oh. Pissed off the Snowman right now.
Now you piss me off. Rolando McClain, first of all, who the fuck is Rolando McClain? B, who gives a fuck about Rolando McClain? And C, Patrick Willis can deliver a shoulder blow to your head, Skip Bayless, that will knock you unconscious, and you ain't getting up. I know he'll deliver a shot to me and knock me unconscious, but at least I'll get up. Rolando McClain? Who the hell is Rolando McClain? Better yet, who cares? Next!
Skippy Bayless said that my
It is what it is, dude.
My Boston Red Sox putting Pablo Sandoval on a season-ending surgery was work.
Was what? Work?
I agree with them, Skip Bayless. It was a work. Nobody wants a fat bastard starting on the field. That's why he's on the bench.
The Bayless got 3 championships.
All right, here we go. Here's my video for you.
Okay, go ahead. Play it.
My goodness.
Wait. You know what, Sean? He was telling us before the show
I
that
know what's coming.
Brian, you shut up first, you doggone, LaBum follower, and you're a Chicago shit sock follower, too. So
hurry up with this video. I've been anticipating it for hours.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Is that video when they were up in Toronto and he broke his belt buckle? Oh, no, here we go.
That's his fault.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Nothing like a little Will Ferrell on a Thursday morning.
I get some props for that, though.
I'll give you props.
Frank.
Always gives the guy any respect.
All right, anyways, let's get to the next one before Pablo's attorney gets even more upset. Skippy Bayless said that
Boy, we do have a lot today.
my Atlanta Hawks are letting me down right now. Hey, Skip! Hey, I got this one. I got this one. Let me with this schmuck.
Let the Glory Hump speak.
You go first, Josh.
I was in your Atlanta Hawks when you've been blowing LeBron James' cock this entire season, and they're taking on the Cavaliers right now.
I will go next on this one before Snowman comes back, probably the first time up for bids. Sure is funny. Skippy Bayless, you are such a dumb, overrated sports broadcaster and journalist. I cannot believe that Josh just read that quote right on the air because you've been a Cavaliers ass kisser the entire season.
Liquor.
Yeah,
liquor.
Liquor, whatever. I'm sorry. I'm just like, wow. And now you're praising the Hawks. Oh, my Hawks let me down. No crap, you idiot. They're down 0-2. They're probably going to get swept by Cleveland. Good grief. God, I cannot believe he said that.
Hey, Justin, you finally figured out that you're confused by Skip Bayless? We've been doing this thing for almost 2.5 years now.
Wait. He just doesn't want to see Skip Bayless. And by the way, let me...
Ding, ding, ding. First item up for bids.
Here we go.
Screwdriver?
Yeah.
Screwdriver?
And the reason I brought up this screwdriver, because that's all Skip Bayless has been drinking to come up with these ridiculous quotes, especially the last one, when he doesn't even know the history of the Atlanta Hawks.
Hey,
Next!
Hey, Snowman, look at what I put in the chat room. A little old school for you.
I have Dolan the Butcher with the crowd.
You have it up doing the Butcher signing, folks.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to the big homie Jonathan Hood as well. I know he would like that one as well.
Yes.
All right, next wrestling quote goes like this.
Oh, Frank, get ready.
Skippy Bayless said that WWE should no longer have events at the Allstate Arena because it's a dump.
Ooh, that is addressed toward Josh and toward Browning and Frank. Ooh.
Jackass, it's not the Allstate Arena, it's the Rosemont Horizon. Period. And secondly, it's a better wrestling arena than Madison Square Garden.
Frank just said he's leaving. I'm leaving, Sean. Oh, boy.
Guys?
You have more passion in wrestling at the Allstate Arena than you do at Madison Square Garden. Give me a effing break. Even Stone Cold Steve Austin said that the Allstate Arena is his favorite place to wrestle at.
Guys?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, Sean, got the line for bids. I'll take it.
Vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil.
There is an explanation to this of why I brought this out as the next item up for bids. and I'm only going to Josh, you know where I'm going. Shut up. I'm only going to say one word. And I expect you gentlemen to understand.
I hope.
What is that word? Lube.
By the way, I love the tweet Justin put out on our Twitter page. It says, it is a Skippy Bashaw reacting to @real Skip Bayless awful quotes and predictions. Hashtag Skip Bayless.
Wrong, yeah.
Hey, brother.
Next one, Frank.
Move on. Let's move on, brother.
By the way, I can do the Fat Albert voice pretty well, actually. Even though Bill Cosby is a sore subject at this prior moment.
South Park can't together.
Next,
Next,
please.
yes.
Before we all go off again.
We're already off the rails.
Yeah, we always, I guess that makes us entertaining. We always go off the rails. Go ahead,
Okay.
Glenn.
Skippy Bayless said that my Boston Bruins should fire Claude Julien right now.
Should they, Sean?
You know something? I hate to say it. I have a confession I have to make on this.
Okay.
I'm surprised at first that the Bruins brought back Claude Julien for another year. I would have to say, I hate to say this, even though this schmuck has been a prick ever since we've had to deal with him the last few years and over the times he's been on Note. I have to agree with you a little bit there, Skip, on that because
it's a miracle.
because look, the Bruins collapsed in the final few weeks of the season, and it all goes back to a Sunday afternoon when they played the Blackhawks. When they lost 6-4, I said,
we whipped your ass.
exactly. And I said, Bruins, good luck the next 3 games trying to get into the playoffs. And then they ended up losing 2 out of 3, and then they got knocked out in the final game, and I knew they weren't making it.
Sean, was that the game? You and I had talked about this. Was that the game that Boston really needed to get in the playoffs? Because I know they were trailing in the
Well, let's see, buddy. They had to beat Ottawa the final game of the season just to win to get it. They were up 1-0 after the first.
Damn.
Yeah, they were up 1.
Hey, this is what Sean was saying after the Hawks kicked their ass in the United Center.
I agree.
And after they got eliminated by, of all teams, the Ottawa Senators.
They lost 5-1 on a Saturday, and I was watching the game, and I was like, "Thank you, Red Sox, for making the day a little bit better." And then the Celtics losing close. It was a rough Saturday a couple weeks ago.
When that happened, Sean said this.
Exactly. I was like, no.
All right. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, let's.
And I got a third one for Sean. When the Bruins got eliminated, all Sean could think of, and I hate to do this to you, buddy, was this.
I'm a human being. God damn it.
The next Skippy quote.
Skippy Bayless said that mine.
Oh, no.
Frank, I got this. I got this one.
But I do the shot. All right, but I still got to do the shocks.
Yeah, go ahead, Frank. Go ahead, do it.
Here's the thing. If you claim all of these things as being yours, you deserve to have how many bolts of electricity or volts? Let me ask you, would Skip's hair be on fire right now?
Oh, man.
That mullet of his.
I love this show, man. I love this show.
I love our program because we hold nothing back, and that's the greatest thing.
Okay, here we go. Speaking of not holding anything back, this next one's gonna get somebody riled up. I don't know who, but
Not me.
it's gonna rile somebody up. Anyways, Skippy Bayless said that Tim Tebow will win the Comeback Player of the Year for my New England Patriots.
Oh, good night. Oh, good night.
Hey, that guarantees one thing: the Patriots are not in the playoffs.
I cannot believe this goddamn idiot said that.
I told you, Sean, this bad shower was gonna be all over the place.
You know what?
I have a question. Am I hallucinating? No.
Am I hallucinating?
Hold up. No, am I hallucinating?
I cannot believe, Skip Bayless, that you goddamn idiot. You know what? If Tebow goes to the Patriots, I'll still go for the New England Patriots. I don't want Tebow right on the goddamn Patriots. Go send him to Dallas. Oh, send Tebow going to Dallas would be fun. I would flip out laughing.
Just a minute. May I invoke a little Joey Styles here, please?
Yes. Oh my God!
Yes. Just saying that he was on the Patriots, but he was a bust. Get him off. I don't know.
Come on, the epic comeback is
Once again,
Stay off the weed.
all right, here we go. Let's go to the next one.
One more for that last one with Tim Tebow being the comeback player of the year for, oh dear God, the New England Patriots. I can't believe I'm going to respond to this. Are you kidding me?
Yes. Exactly. Yes.
I had to invoke Paul Allen on that one, okay?
All right, this is going to get Snowman rolling here. Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Oh boy.
Skippy Bayless said that Levi Stadium is the dump.
Oh, my God.
If it's a dump, then why did the NFL hey, if it's a dump, then why did the NFL give it a Super Bowl?
Yeah, exactly. They played a Super Bowl this year, even though
Hey, if it's a dump, then why did WrestleMania had a higher box office gate than the Super Bowl?
I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Oh, go ahead.
Hey, 2 for 1. Here's the first one.
Oh no, not a sledgehammer.
That's it.
We ought to take this to AT&T Stadium in Dallas and wreck that motherfucker brick by brick. You're just mad because you're not allowed in Levi Stadium because there's such a dumbass. Now, here's the second one, and y'all know what this is, and it's perfect.
Go ahead.
I don't need to say anymore, but I will need
Hey,
to say.
I will say that when we're at the Exelon Files, we needed to spray down some of the parents that thought they knew what was going on in that court. I got Snowman on that one. Yes, he knows what I'm talking about.
Okay, Josh, and this is where I get even. The first game, excuse me, the first game that Josh and I did at Exelon Stadium. I can't remember her name to save my life. The athletic director at the time,
Melissa Avalos.
Melissa Avalos. Thank you. Melissa Avalos made sure Josh and I were okay, got us situated. The guy that was in charge of the gym made sure I could wire up my sound of the computer. And the parents started rolling in. They would come up to us and say, "Are you going to broadcast the game?" Yeah, and we would tell them where the where they would be able to listen.
Yep.
Now, there was 2 particular parents that thought they knew basketball, but should have known what was going on when one of them, and Josh, you remember this, had the nerve, the unmitigated gall, and the unmitigated nerve to walk in wearing proudly a LeBron James jersey.
Oh, jeez.
A Miami Heat LeBron James jersey.
Oh, number 6. Number 6.
And she said, and sat right behind my ass.
Uh-oh.
And said, "We're going to help you podcast."
No, you're not.
How? Really?
Josh saw the look on my face when she said that, and I turned right around to this parent, and I had a look on my face that Josh had never seen before, and I told her, "You say one word or do one thing during this broadcast, security won't have to haul your ass out of here. I'll do it myself." And her daughter, I was kidding as I said that, of course, but her floor was cracking up laughing. Okay? So we get to halftime. I'm running my breaks. Josh takes off to get something to eat. And she sits right next to me and grabs Josh's headset. I said, put that down before you get shocked. And she dropped it. just as Josh were
before you get got.
Oh, but I'll tell you what, that parent and I had a great conversation after it. She realized we were kidding around, so we were like jawing back and forth the entire game.
Memories.
Oh, Lordy.
Look at Sean's face. I need to get him in the ranty mood. I got a Boston Cold save for you, my friend. You ready?
Let's go! Let's go!
Come on!
Skippy Bale said that. Oh, play the next button, please. We need to do this the right way.
Okay, do it the right way. Nice! There we go.
Skippy Bale said to my.
No.
My New York Yankees will sweep my Boston Red Sox this weekend at Yankee Stadium.
Bye, Sean.
Oh, Skip Bayless, you are a fucking idiot. How
Hey,
could
the
figured that out by
Yankees are out for revenge for last week.
Who gives a flying fake news about it? They kicked their butts and kicked their ass at Fenway, and it was great. Swept them. There is no way in hell, with the way the Skankies look right now and how bad their pitching is, that they're going to sweep the Red Sox. The Red Sox are going to march right in there and either take 2 out of 3 or sweep them. So Skip Bayless, shut your goddamn yap. Look at the freaking goddamn standings. They're in freaking last place, you dumb prick. And you know what, Browning? Shut your yap, you overrated bowling player. Go focus on your bowling.
Oh, wait. We're not in bowling season, are we?
Hey, this is the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour, not bowling talk.
Yeah, well, Browning
Hey,
needs
Walmart
to
boy.
Yeah, it was about the Red Sox and the Skankies, you bastard. Keep your mouth shut and pay attention.
There'll be time for bowling at some point.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's in the fall, and I'm going to strikes, and I'm going to have some good games.
Okay.
That ain't what she said.
That's not what Panda said during the off season either.
I love it.
That ain't what she said, Sean.
All right, here we go. Let's go to the next one. This one's for Frank. Okay.
Oh, goody. My turn.
Skippy Bale said that Fergie Jenkins is not worthy of being a Hall of Famer.
Well, he is.
Bullshit.
He did so good. Yeah, he has 20,
Bullshit.
6 seasons of 20 wins plus. The guy won 6 consecutive seasons from 1967 to 1972, all with the Cubs, by the way. He won 20-plus games. That is Hall of Fame worthy. You don't even need to win 300 at that point.
Yeah. I'm a Sox fan, and I call bullshit with that. And I also have my next item up for bids. And here it is.
OxyClean.
By the way, I'm happy.
Watch out your mouth with this, Skip Bayless, because that's other ridiculousness that you uttered about Ferguson Jenkins.
Yeah, really.
How about this one? Skippy Bale said that Lucas Oil Stadium needs to be blown up.
Oh, you whore. I'll be back.
Frank just hung up. Frank just left. Frank, are you leaving good?
Hey, well, our section of Blue Bumblebee members of the Sports Driver upset. Obviously.
I should be leaving.
Oh, you should be a son bitch.
Here we go.
Frank just left because
I'm back, silly. Dear goodness, I'm back.
Go ahead. What's on the...
All right, Dawn, give me a cue, please, because I got one.
Dum, 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 bum, 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 bum. I don't have a good drum roll.
That's not about the bids, damn it.
Disinfecting wipes.
Oh,
This requires
wipe the dirt off.
no explanation whatsoever, okay?
Yeah, I used that with my biology teacher too, but I don't.
Wow.
Woo!
What's this, Ric Flair now? Are you guys being Ric
I
Flair?
Woo!
I wonder how that flavor turned out. No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
Josh,
Anyway.
at least you had an opportunity, which is more than we can say for Sean over here because of his love for the Red Sox, all right?
true.
You know what? Yeah, and how do you feel about that? According to Skip, Lucas Oil. You know what? What's been funny? It's like Skip could say every stadium needs to be blown up except the one down in Dallas because, oh, come on, and see everything in Jerry World.
Yeah.
It's Jerry World.
So I'm sorry for this next vote.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Hurry up. I want to get it over with. Next.
Skippy Bale said that Boston is nothing more than a walking museum for New York City.
I'm going to shut up.
Oh, you fucking idiot. You know, I actually went there last year, and it's not a walking museum. There was a lot of other stuff to do, you dumb idiot. Because there's history. Where do you think all our history came from? Boston, the Revolutionary War, the Kennedy Library, the Constitution. There's a lot of history there, you dumb, stupid idiot. I went there last year. You wouldn't even know because you've been sucking your thumbs and you fidget around and you don't even do your goddamn research. You have your assistants do it for you, you dumb idiot. Good grief.
Woo!
Woo! Ric Flair. Hey, you know what? Ric Flair was at the Cubs-Braves game on Sunday with Charlotte.
And you know what? You dissing the Celtics, Skip Bayless, is pretty sad. You know what? The Celtics were winning championships when you were even sucking your thumbs and when you were when your mother and father were taking care of you, prick.
My sentiments from my experience in Boston goes into the chat room.
Oh, Josh! I can laugh with him, but not.
Okay, I have a piggyback on that. A small pizza and a Coke is $10 fucking bucks. No, it's not. It's 11 and a half. Wait, it's 11 and a half. I took a trip to Massachusetts and they charged too much for the food.
I like that seafood they have there. That seafood is good.
I mean, you do look like a lobster, so that makes sense. All right, here we go. Let's go to the next one.
We are getting off the rails here.
Skippy Bayless said that Randy Moss was Randy Moss's time with the San Francisco 49ers was a publicity stunt.
I'm hearing about it.
Bullshit.
Justin, what?
Yeah, thank you, Justin. Wait. Let me do this the right way.
I like that one.
What?
What?
You know, I wish somebody would play that during my ACT test at Running Construct. Just like in between, you know, you think you get tested and somebody just plays that. Like for some reason, when I was in high school, like the kids would make moaning noises like they're having sex. They're like, while like the whole test is going on. I don't know if you guys ever had to deal with that, but when I was in high school, people would make sex noises during the ACT test.
Look at that comment in the chat room, Brownie, you bastard!
I love it, Brownie. That's great.
Hey, you know what, Chloe Hump? Hey, Chloe Hump, can you put Josh out for that reaction?
Can y'all imagine the panda as a lobster? Oh, hell
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Hey, you wonder why Red Lobster's going out of business? Panda's eating all the food.
They're doing business. They're doing a lot of business. How can they go out of business?
We gotta go back
Okay,
to
I have two sounds left.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And
All right, here we go. Skippy Bale said that
Oh no.
my Cleveland Cavaliers are the greatest team of all time in
Wait
the
a
NBA.
minute! Time out! Hold it!
Penalty flag on the field.
Hold it! He's the one that was praising the Atlanta Hawks and saying they let me down. Now he switches his statement. Now he goes back and saying the Cavaliers are the greatest team ever. Shut up! Oh my God! Now I gotta go leave and catch some air. Wow!
Jeez, I'll get the show to myself. Hey, Snowman's actually nice enough.
Oh my!
Wait a minute, we're not gonna have another videos, Josh, are we? Where are you, Glowy Hump?
what do you think?
I think
Well,
the Cleveland kid. Listen,
Even Justin said that's a big no.
you know what? I'm not even gonna watch. I'm gonna tell you what. I have not seen a minute of this series, nor do I really tend to see a minute of this series because Cleveland is expected to beat Atlanta. Anyway.
I don't intend to watch either because Cleveland's involved for some god awful screwed up reason.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay.
So that explains why they had only 8,000 people at the Indians-Tigers game last night.
At least the Cleveland Indians won, which helped out
Yes,
the White
they
Sox.
did.
And the White Sox keep their 4.5 game lead in the division. I'm cool. All right.
Oh, we got a video here.
Oh,
Oh, that's Dwayne.
This is a poor excuse for the locker room for The Rock. Rock's got
Wait,
millions
this was the Rock concert.
in this place. And no wonder Jim Tomey left.
oh,
Ah!
oh. Okay. All right.
Oh, shush, I want to hear this. Dwayne was better as a heel anyway than a face.
The Rock says Cleveland is totally lame.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get the Hall of Fame. The Rock has to say all shucks. Cause Cleveland doesn't rock, no, it totally sucks. I said that Cleveland sucks.
You know what? All they got there, and I'm trying to debate with Browning and Justin about this. Cleveland only has the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They got the
It's
movie.
a crock that they have the Hall of Fame. It's a
Yeah,
pure crock.
I'm trying to figure out why they have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame there. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
They also got the movie called A Christmas Story that comes out every year when the little boy Ralphie wants a Red Ryder BB gun. And then now you got stupid LBJ. And
Did they
Justin,
also- What about Drew Carey?
yeah, that too. Hey, Justin, the Indians haven't won a World Series since 1948, and that streak's going to continue forever and ever.
Just
And-
like JBL will never be a good wrestling commentator.
Josh, can you give me a co-host really quick? I have something to play.
Let's see this.
Oh, screw with shit.
Okay. Now, this is going to piss off a lot of people. I'll be right back.
It really, really sucks.
Cleveland is
Yeah.
a laughing stock.
Can't
Oh,
believe,
that's why they got a nationwide quote.
can't believe I'm shocking, Skip.
Oh, no, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
I love this song.
Yeah, this is
Very
from the
good.
champion. This is
Oh,
from the
I remember.
championship years.
When this song played, you knew like something big was gonna happen. It was go time.
Listen to Ray Clay.
Sucks I never got to see Jordan play in person.
I got to see him play baseball in person.
Best intro in sports.
I agree.
Period.
I did not like you, Dennis Rodman, you sick fuck.
Who cares what you think?
Disgusting. You would wear wedding dresses, sicko.
Yeah, that was gross. You have to admit that.
You kicked a photographer in Minneapolis.
Hey, Ron Harper's better than Kyrie Irving. Period.
I agree. There he is. There's your man.
Snowman, I think you agree with me as well in that one.
Come on, Snowman, get in so I can give you some props.
I have to admit, yep, that was an intro that would fire up the Bulls. It would fire up their crowd, and when that happened, they were off and running.
Ron Harper blindfolded is better than Kyrie Irving completely healthy.
Exactly.
And you got to remember this too. Dennis Rodman was another big reason when Jordan came back why they won 3 other championships in the late 90s. That was huge. They needed rebounding, and Rodman brought it to them.
That was what they were missing. MJ and Scotty identified it. Phil identified it. They brought Rodman in. How many more courts we got left, Josh?
I'm gonna save the rest of the quotes for tomorrow since it is a potluck Friday show.
Okay.
And we are going earlier tomorrow. Don't forget, set
Any
your
Mike
alarm
carry-
clocks, everybody.
Mike carryover? Or the Mike
Justin, are you
carryover?
saying the Miami Heat PA announcer is better than that Bulls PA announcer? Give me a break.
Ray Clay? Ray Clay's a legend.
Wait, what? Who said Miami PA announcer is better than the Bulls announcer?
I'm looking at Justin since he's the big Heat fan, and I'm wondering if he's saying that the Miami Heat PA announcer is better than the Bulls PA.
I don't
He goes,
think
I'm
so.
not sure on that.
I'll tell you what. Speaking of, thank you, Justin.
Okay, good.
Speaking of PA announcers, aside of the obvious, which is Gene Honda, one of the first ones that I did an impression of. Sean, this will make you happy. One of the first PA announcers I ever did an impression of, and you should recognize this name, Andrew Jick.
Oh, yes.
He was a PA of the Boston Garden for many years. Then there was Dave Zinkoff at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. Current PA, he is better than Kyrie, Justin.
How about this one? Number 6, Julius Erving.
That's Dave.
Hey guys, why is it there? I gotta just figure out something. Why in Sports Hall of Fame is there not a public address announcer wing? There should be.
I'll create one for my website and have y'all vote on it. How about that?
Yeah, there's-
As a matter of fact, I will make that vote active beginning Monday and run it until the 4th of July. And it'll include PA announcers from all sports.
You better
Okay.
include Harvey Wittenberg. Include Harvey Wittenberg of the Blackhawks in there.
The longtime voice of the Blackhawks? Hell yeah, man.
He was there when my dad was a boy and when I was a boy.
I like with
Okay.
Andrew Jick, like you said there, Snowman, because he goes, it was always great because, like I said it before, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Boston Garden, where tonight's matchup features the Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Boston.
I'm gonna see if I could find that.
I don't want to hear that crap. Come on, man. We got to do fact or fiction.
Yeah, let's go.
It's just a short tribute, and I'll save it for after the show. We got fact or fiction coming up. Y'all know how I will identify my answers. Josh, let's go.
All right. Fact or fiction? The Oakland Raiders will move to Las Vegas.
Probably fact at this rate.
I'm going to vote fact right now because Oakland is in trouble. They got one more year left. I think it's time to move out of Oakland because the Raiders, Las Vegas is probably going to be the place they're going to go to. I'm voting fact.
Fact or fiction? The Las Vegas Aces win a Stanley Cup in the next 10
Oh
years.
God, that's fiction.
That's a goddamn fiction. Oh my god.
All right.
I think that the Los Aces won't even last 10 years.
Really?
Fact or fiction? Terrell Owens returns to the NFL as a receiver for the Chicago Bears.
Fiction. Yeah, I
Fact.
You're voting fact.
Why? That's a shocker.
Why do you want fact for T.O. to go to the Bears?
Well, not that he won.
He said he's still ready to go, and they need depth at the receiver position. So why not?
As long as he fixes his behavior.
This is one fact that I will bring up. Even with the emergence of the tandem that the Bears had with Brandon Marshall and Alshon Jeffrey, and Alshon Jeffrey was currently there. Josh, don't you think something was a little bit missing after they lost Johnny Knox to a career-ending knee injury?
Oh, yeah.
It just seemed like look, much love for Alshon Jeffrey, but it just seemed like they don't have that speed burner like they had.
They have him now. They have it in Eddie Royal, but he's out for the whole season, basically last year. So they have Eddie Royal. I like the draft pick they made in the late rounds. This guy named Daniel Braverman. He's a very good slot receiver. He's like a Julian Edelman type of guy.
He's going to be better than Julian Edelman. Sorry.
Hey, wait a minute. Wow, I can't believe this.
You don't have to apologize. It's your opinion.
Look, you want to talk about slot receivers, and I know I'm going to piss on off with this, but you want to remember old school receiver. John Taylor was a better slot receiver than Julian Edelman.
Yes, he was.
I don't think that's a Super Bowl ring. He got the game-winning touchdown. He had Super Bowl 14.
And John Taylor has 3 of them, bitch. and he caught a game-winning Super Bowl touchdown.
23.
Justin, no, losing Martellus Bennett was not huge. He didn't do anything last year, and he was a locker room killer. I'd rather have Zach Miller than Martellus Bennett.
You notice something that's really as funny as how Josh feels about Brandon Marshall because of how much he just
I hate Brandon Marshall.
I will say my statement, and I will stand to my statement. John Taylor was a better slot receiver than Julian Edelman will ever be.
And Wes Welker.
Gosh, wow.
Unless you remember, Sean, John Taylor has 3 championships, and he caught the game-winning touchdown in Super Bowl 23, which was his only catch of the game.
I find it funny that Martellus Bennett's going to be riding the bench while the Patriots missed the playoffs this year. I just wanted to point that out.
Oh, no, the Pats are going to be in the playoffs this year. Oh, yeah.
The Patriots are going to be 7-9 with a chance to – the Patriots are going to be 7-8 with a chance to get in the playoffs, and then they're going to get their ass kicked the last game of the season and end the era of Tom Brady. Period.
I want the Pats will be that the Patriots will be 14-2 and have home field advantage throughout the entire playoffs and dominate.
Wait, who will they lose to? Who will they lose to? Hey, John, who will they lose to?
They'll be winning the Super Bowl. You know what? Let's go to the next. What's the next one? What's the next one, Josh?
Fact or fiction? LeBron James will win the NBA Finals MVP award.
Fiction.
That is god dang fiction. When LeShit
That's my case, I think.
loses and goes to 2-5, what a laughing stock.
LeBron won't even get to the finals. And Josh, this is for you for uttering that statement.
I'm human being. God damn it.
All right, fact or fiction?
I also have to say, when he does lose, the mourning will continue. But I still know very well that, Justin, you tagged me on something yesterday. I see the previews of Space Jam 2.
Oh, goodness. Next!
That's a trap. That's a trap.
Exactly. I don't plan on seeing it.
Fact or fiction? Jesus Christ. Fact or fiction? Next week, the Snowman, Big Win, and Gluey Hump will celebrate Gluey Hump's birthday.
I'll tell you what, if you include me, I'll say fact. Tell me the plans. Woohoo is right.
There. How's that for my confirmation? Fact, man.
Tell me when.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Let me see if you guys invite me. I'll do all I can to make it a fact.
I can't wait. It's going to be a blast.
It's going to be a fact, damn it.
All right. I got to be there for this.
Also, enjoy, everybody, the Kentucky Derby on Saturday.
Okay, just for that, you deserve this.
Yeah, if we're going to throw them out there, bingo.
All right, here we go.
I'll come out, guaranteed.
All right, next one. I only have 2 more here, then we'll go to the spoken word.
Okay.
Fact or fiction? Chris Berman will regain an anchor position at SportsCenter since ESPN continues to lose talent after talent after talent.
I'll say fiction.
I probably am going to vote fiction. I think he's more of the NFL caliber personality with his Sunday NFL countdown and Monday night countdown.
I have only one question. I know Josh has got one more fact or fiction, but don't y'all miss the original versions of NFL Primetime?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you know on YouTube, on YouTube, I'm sorry if I interrupted. On YouTube, I will go back and listen to old clips of the 90s when they would always I love it,
All right. One more. Finish it off, Josh.
All right, fact or fiction? And this one should be pretty interesting for Mr. Walmart Boy, if he could be objective or not. Fact or fiction? Clay Buchholz will be a Red Sox next year.
Say on that note, right now with the way things are looking, okay, he's 1-3. I might have to vote fiction on that.
Oh wow! Just like John Farrell will be let go, which is a fact.
Hey, he's got an extension. He's got an extension. Farrell does.
Contracts such as don't mean diddly squat, man.
Thank you. Oh,
God.
considering WrestleMania 34 to be at MetLife Stadium.
Hey, that's some grade A homogenized Holstein bullshit. How many WrestleManias need to be in the East Coast, man? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, home of soccer and where the Giants and the Jets play. Wow.
Little mad, Josh? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, where
every year? Oh, we have to have it in Miami. Oh, we have to have it in New York. Oh, we need it in Atlanta. It's bullshit.
You know where they should hold? You know where they should hold WrestleMania 34? But I doubt they'll pull it off. You ready for this suggestion, Josh? Soldier Field.
They're not doing that at the Planet Ship. I'm sorry, they're not doing it.
I know. Okay, I got a better suggestion.
I want to thank our lovely Park District for making an ugly ass stadium that we can't get rid of.
They wanted to keep. This is my rant on Soldier Field. They wanted to keep the columns as its history, and I totally understand that.
Yeah, me too.
But can't y'all just knock the whole thing down and rebuild it with the columns and not have it look like a damn spaceship?
Who cares?
Because every
field turf.
Yeah, thank you.
The field turf.
If the New England, and I hate to bring this up, and I have to. The New England Patriots within 7 days can flip from natural turf to field turf to get ready for a game because of the weather. Mm-hmm. Why can't the Chicago Bears and the Park District get off their asses and do the same thing? Almost every stadium in the NFL now is using field turf. But I do. You know what they should hold WrestleMania 34? Josh, you're not gonna like this suggestion, but it ain't anywhere in Boston. How about they christen U.S. Bank Stadium with WrestleMania?
I can see that. I can see that.
I got family in St. Paul, and they probably
good
feel
reason
like, oh,
to
it'll be
go
a
to
packed event.
Minnesota,
So
actually, and it would be in a roof.
We should kidnap Sean, bring him to Minnesota. We should kidnap. I'm being playful, Sean. We should kidnap Sean, bring him to Minnesota, stick a headset on his head and tape it, and play Skull Vikings for an hour.
Oh yeah, the Mann family would find that very, very nice.
Go ahead. Yeah, the Vikings, huh?
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Are they actually playing in that stadium?
It's just about ready. I believe the last thing they have to do, I've been following along, and Frank, you'll have to help me. I think the last thing they have to do is bring in the field and make sure all the fans.
They've not installed the field turf surface yet. You're right there.
Oh, lovely. Okay, they can put up a brand new stadium and watch the cursed losers from Minnesota keep on losing. That'll be nice.
That's some shade towards.
That game is available. That stadium is available in Madden right now. You can play Madden.
I'm gonna make a bet with Sean, and A, I'm doing this because I'm being completely playful, and B, I want to piss Sean off and get him drunk at the same time.
Yes. Oh no.
Look, if it's an opportunity for me to get a little drunk too, because I am going to be 44 years old this year and I am of legal drinking age, then I'm going to go with it. Sean, my bet to you is this. I bet you the Minnesota Vikings will have a better record than the New England Patriots. And if I am wrong, y'all will see me drink a couple of beers on the air.
All right, we got to go to the spoken word really quick before we let the big win go. And
I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry.
Let's let the big one go first. Then kick off the spoken word. Frank.
Sure, I'm not in a hurry, but I'm gonna say this. I enjoy this, and you know what? We get to be 100% me. That's what you see. That is my spoken word of the day.
Unfortunately, we can't see you, even though we do know you have something in your mouth right now. But I agree with you.
That's obvious.
I'm hungry.
I know. Sean, you next.
Well, I'm just replying to this, that bowling player, calling him the overrated one. It was a great show, like it always. We have laughs, we have the shits and giggles, which is a good thing, and that's what it's about. Life, like I've always said, way, way too short to deal with it, and I'm glad that we got a lot off our chest today with the intro and opening rant. Well, it's true, Browning, you are overrated with bowling, with your bum.
There you go.
Anyway, I'm glad we got a lot off our chest because, like I said, this is the time that we really kind of enjoy getting away from all the negativity and stuff. And we want to be away from it totally. We don't want to deal with we don't want the negative energy and the toxic drama and all the BS and stuff. Like last night, I was talking with my very good friend and, of course, lives in Arizona. And bless her heart, because she was able to take me all the way to Boston last year. I was very lucky because if I never would have met her through Bookface and stuff, never would have happened. But I said to her last night, I just don't care about social media anymore. I don't care about it. I'm glad to be done. I give Josh a lot of props because I'm kind of glad I don't blow up people's news feeds like I used to, which is a good thing. And I'm just glad to realize that I love to post the show and then get the hell off of there, because it's just like enough is enough with all the negativity with social media. It's so tiring. It's so boring. And what Frank agrees with me too. It's just an absolute joke. And this is why we have fun doing what we're doing. But of course we got to post on social media so people can kind of enjoy our show and stuff too. But we don't need the negativity or the bullying or people bringing us down or the concept of controlling us. The only person who controls you is yourself. You make your own decisions. Do what's best for you.
Your parents don't control you. Your parents don't control you. Your employees don't control you. Your friends don't control you. You are the authentic product.
Yes, it is yourself.
Exactly, Josh. Well said.
Absolutely. Josh, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to that. Be the authentic product that is yourself. You're the only person that can sell yourself as a human being. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody. You have one life to live. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. You got to make the best out of it. And that's why I'm blessed going on this show all the time, man. It really picks up my spirits. It makes me... It stills me the fact that I am doing something right with my career. I made the right choice in following this path instead of letting it go when I was contemplating it a couple months ago. But I love what I'm doing. It's a blast to hang out with you guys every day. And I feel like we have something working here. And it's all thanks to all three of you guys. And, of course, Browning and Justin.
Echo the same sentiments.
You know what? And my spoken word goes like this. And I echo everybody's thought here. And Sean said it best about social media being so damn negative right now. And I'm glad I took a cue from not only Sean, but from Josh as well to get my ass off of social media. I hate it right now. When I first got started on Bookface in 2010, it was okay, but then shit started happening and coming back on me even then. I don't want any part of it anymore. I post about the shows. I post about my games. I put ads on there for people that want to contribute to the website and contribute to our content. And then that is it. When I took a vow to be off of Bookface and not blow up anybody's timeline anymore, that was one of the best decisions I ever made. And the other great decision that I made was the fact that I don't even speak to my family anymore. I get criticized for that every day. You need to speak to your mother. You need to speak to your sister. After the way they down my daughter, I don't need to speak to either of them until they apologize to me for denouncing my daughter. I'll say it again.
And by the way, I want to say one thing to Josh. You are phenomenal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will agree with that. But at the same time, I've had people criticize me, and they still criticize me. Why don't you speak to your mother? I said, for reasons that you won't understand. And any parent that has been there will understand why I made the decision that I made. When your mother and your sister are constantly telling you to get a paternity test for a child that you have loved since its birth, then you have a problem with that. If you have any kind of soul or any kind of nuts, you cut out the people that denounce or make fun of or talk bad about the people you let into your life, okay? When that sweet little girl was born, March 6, 2013, she became my daughter. I knew she wasn't physically mine, but the day she was born, she became mine. My mother didn't understand that. My sister didn't understand that. And some of the people in the extended family didn't understand that. I wanted to step up and be a father. That was rudely taken away from me. None of the people in my family understood that and never understood why I was in tears every day after that happened for the next 18 months. And anytime a parent calls you a wannabe in front of company to drive a point home, that was the last straw. So I cut them all loose And anybody that has negative bullshit to tell me, I'm cutting their ass loose too. It's a process, but I'm glad to be going through the process. And I took myself off of Facebook. I don't post anymore, except for the shows and except for the games that we're doing. And I do that automatically. I make one post in a program called Hootsuite and let Hootsuite do the work. Cut the people out of your life that are negative. Cut the people out of your life that mean you harm. Cut the people out of your life that mean you no good. Period. And that's Snowman's spoken word.
You know what? And before we go, though, that's exactly why I've got to say real quickly, I cannot wait until a day comes when all of social media will be gone. I know it's going to be hard, but one day it's going to be gone, and it's going to be great when it's gone because too many people have gotten hurt way too much on there. Anyway, that's a little bit more to add.
Take us home, Josh.
Go ahead, Sean.
All righty then.
Potluck Friday tomorrow.
Yeah, baby!
All right. Anyways, on the note, we're going to end today's sports drive. We want to apologize for our technical difficulties in the morning. We had a great Gene Honda introduction segment. All sales just went off. I guess Skip Bayless got mad. Oh, well, we pulled out the bath shower. Crazy into the bath shower today. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Make sure to check out the replays here on my Blab personal channel. We'll have it on the Arena Sports Network. Follow Walmart Boy at Twitter at ShawmanASN. Follow the Big Win at Twitter at Big Win Frank. Snowman is at Twitter at Golden Voice Snow at Arena Sports Net. Check out Snowman in the morning on the Arena Sports Network as well. Follow Justin at Twitter at I am Justin Hill. Follow Brownie himself, the Brownie Master at Brownie Master. He should call himself the Bowling Master at this point. Until Sean gets it. Until Sean gets his bowling average better, Brownie Master is the official bowling master of the sports drive. I'm using facts, Sean. No excuses here, okay? Follow us on Twitter at The Sports Drive. Very important. Follow us at The Sports Drive. Spread the name about the show. Word of mouth. That's what's going to get our name out there. We love our show, and I think you guys will love our show as well. Tomorrow's Potluck Friday is the last show before my birthday, so tomorrow's going to be a doozy. So for Walmart Boy, for the Big Win, for Brownie Master, for Justin, and the Snowman, my name is Josh Lopez. You can follow me on Twitter at WCJoshLopez. This has been the Sports Drive, and we are out.